ONIC PH priority banning the Valier, and probably they will choose the Selena next, not giving it to green.
Look at this. So I think this is important for the viewers to take note. Our players, they have a choice. They always have a choice whether to if you are in a best of 3 series, for example, or in a best of 5, there's a coin toss that's happening, and whoever won the coin toss will pick first in game number 1, and they always choose sides. Now for game number 2, the team that got the blue side will not necessarily automatically be on the red side on the next game. It's their choice. Now it makes me think that ONIC PH might really want to be on the red side.
Yeah, they really want to get the 2 picks.
The 2 picks,
like,
exactly. And the last pick.
Like, it seems like, hey, if they're going to be meta heroes that is open, you guys will get 1, but we will get 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time. Every time they're picking their poison, man. This is interesting.
Next level stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I'll have to ask. I will ask. What are the choices? What are the choices for the teams?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Aura PH respecting the Khalid. So are we seeing another Yuzong opening for Aura PH, or are they gonna change it up?
Natalia is open for Aura PH, and that's a hero that Greed would want to get his hands on.
But Yuzong
instead.
Okay, they still love it.
Still love it.
Want to give it to Kiluwash every time.
Unfortunately, man, I'm gonna look at the stats. Kiluwash only played the Yuzhong once. The other one was on Renzio. That's also just 1 pick. And then KLVJ picked it twice and lost once.
Ooh.
So in total, Aura PH have only picked this 4 times, and then last time was the 5th, and it was just it was 2 out of 5 when it comes to win rate, and
there
I
you
think
go,
that's
48%.
Yep, it's not that good.
As you are currently saying. So, yeah.
This is only the 3rd time that if ever Kiluwash will pick this up, this will only be the 3rd time for them to see that. So you can see the priority now for ONIC PH.
Yeah.
It's Yi Sun Shin over anything else. Roger is available, Ling is available, but instead ONIC PH, Yi Sun Shin.
They definitely want to give Wise that vision control every time. ONIC, I think that Yi Sun Shin right now, if you're up against ONIC, you need to ban it early. Like, ban it in the first 3. And make them uncomfortable to pick like other carries. Because Wise has this huge mastery of this hero.
Yep.
He has a tutorial video, by the way, which I actually watched. And because of that, I learned the passive of the Yi Sun Shin.
Yeah.
And that's how he masters it. He knows the limits of the hero. But I'm actually curious here. So now is Lar always the side lane priority of ONIC? Because earlier we've seen the Khalid, and now we're seeing the Tams.
That might be the reason. But I also want to say that in this particular matchup, it's Aura versus ONIC. You want to get them like the best side laners as much as possible. Looking at this though, I love how Aura PH reacted. First, they snatched the Jawhead away from ONIC PH. Right? And also, they got the Natalia, a greed hero, works wonders against junglers, but maybe not as much against Yi Sun Shin, because Yi Sun Shin can just take the jungle easily, even up against the Natalia.
Yeah.
Although, very nice answer here for ONIC PH. Don't let the stats fool you. This might be just a 47.7% win rate, but in the past few games of ONIC PH, they have not lost against when they are using the Baksha, and that's also true when they used it against Aura PH.
I quite agree with you. I think that the Natalia is somehow of an answer to the Yi Sun Shin in combination with the Jawhead, but I think the Baksha is a great 3rd pick. Why? Because you can match up with the with the speed, the rotations of the Natalia and the Jawhead. Plus, you can easily scout the Natalia every time you have this ultimate pathway.
Exactly.
And then you have the Mountain Shocker as well as in your arsenal, the Yi Sun Shin. So I can therefore say that this Natalia, whoever's going to use it, is going to have a hard time if you're Aura PH.
What I love about this is that ONIC PH also, they know what they really prepared against Aura PH. Here's the thing: if you pick up Baksha or Thams, we saw in MPL Indonesia, and even in the past few weeks, that the main weaknesses of this hero is that particular hero, the 1-1. It's really a big problem. And even in the side lanes, there's not much pressure that you can put onto. So you're looking at ONIC PH. Now they banned out both. They are forcing Aura PH to pick either Roger or Ling. And they feel that they are winning in that kind of matchup.
Or maybe Carry?
Carry could be good though. That's a nice one.
Carry is your best answer for the Baksha.
That's actually right.
Yeah, but I think ONIC PH, they're prepared for the carry pick. So are they baiting the Roger the carry? Because they don't want to deal with the Claude and 1-1 because both of those heroes can actually get out easily.
Yeah.
Right? Unlike a carry, well, you have the Phantom Step, but the Claude is slippier.
Yeah.
And the 1-1 has this dodge mechanic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that ONIC PH really did prepare for this game, like picking the Yishan Shin and respecting band all of the marksmen.
Yep. So I got an inside information, Manji, and to all of the viewers out there. Aura PH, they won the coin toss.
Oh.
No, coin toss.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
not coin toss. They won the coin toss. There's the nice Farsa pick for ONIC PH, by the way. I want to say that Aura PH opted to go for blue side on game number 1.
Yep.
And then ONIC PH, since they have the ability to choose in game number 2, they are the ones to, decide for the draft. They went in to get the red side once again. So that means that they are really prepared for this. They want to be the second pick, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe because they can react more. Right?
Yeah, and they have space.
And
they have space to...
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, to pick. Because, look at this. You're the last pick.
Exactly.
So, Aura PH will pick 2. Oh, they're gonna pick 2. And then, ONIC PH. Okay, so what is our counter? So, is this the comeback of KLBJ?
The KLBJ Gushan that we saw, right? It's so many buttons. Even the sticker and the recall is included in the combo.
Oh, man.
But
I think it's not good with the back shot, dude.
Not really. I think
really.
you just go something like Ruby here for ONIC PH.
And they're fine. There you go.
And
I think the Gushan is a 50-50 pick.
yeah,
I would prefer the carry here.
This is bad.
A carry or a Lancelot, maybe.
Well, you know what? If they do pop off, I would say I can see Aura PH if they are confident with this. Maybe they can. Maybe they can. I mean, looking at their composition, it's really bad when it comes to like a 5v5 matchup. In lane, it's really iffy, and you would honestly give it to ONIC PH because Ruby can trump the Gushan in the lane.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Gushan can outplay, but 90% of the time, if you're just doing everything correctly, and Iakno is gonna do everything correctly, right? So that's a problem.
Here's the sitch. If the if Gushan combo, the Gushan is done for. Man.
Yeah.
Like the Ruby can just lifesteal his way.
And it's not like the Gushan when he jumps, he's not immune to crowd control whatsoever, and there's a ton of control for the Ruby. So Ruby's like, okay, come on, hit me. He's like Joker saying, hit me.
Hit me now. Hit me now. Is that your best shot? Oh my. Actually, it's going to be JP who is playing the Gushan. I quite miss the king on
okay, so is this a
Gushan.
mid lane Gushan? Because if that's the case, maybe that's better than the side lane Gushan against the Ruby.
Yeah. So it's up against a Yishan Shin. And the Gushan is great against marksman heroes. He can easily catch the Yishan Shin. Wise needs to be careful in using the traceless here because like JP can bait it out and then go for the dagger. Oh my glove!
It's scary though. It's scary. I still trust Aura PH. I still trust Aura PH, but they kind of put themselves in a spot wherein they are required to play the best Mobile Legends
of their
lives.
Yeah, they have a lot of checkpoints here for Aura. And looking at their battle spells, 3-man execute. They want to go for team fights early, man. Look at this.
Yes.
Ejector in. Will they kill this? But the revitalize is gonna be enough for Jay to survive that one.
That is exactly why they opted to go for a triple execute lineup, because they know that Baksha is sustain type. Iakno on the Ruby, it's sustain type as well. And
Yep.
the times, but Dilar!
Oh no!
No JP!
Oh, no!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
That is bad news.
Yes. Worst thing
Remember,
that could happen
remember back then,
to JP.
and you know what? It kind of gives me a little bit of some how do I say this? Some backstory in this Gushan, because if you recall, ONIC PH, they have Coach Rio. Rio is the Gushan god of the Philippines,
Yeah.
the championship Gushan, right? He knows the matchups. He knows what can pressure this guy.
That's definitely, it's now a bad day, man, for
Yeah.
JP. That is the first buff of the Gushan. You will, especially if you're gonna have this boots right now, you definitely want to spam your sword spikes, your Shadow Blade Slaughters, and with this, the damage will now be delayed.
Yes.
For Aura PH. This is the perfect opportunity for ONIC PH to go aggressive, even though Aura has the executes.
And that is really scary for him, being the recipient of the first blood. And you know what? Other scary stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe?
what?
From October 27th to November 13th, log in the game and participate in the Trickster's Village
Ooh.
event and get Halloween candies for a treasure spin. Each spin will cost 4 Halloween candies, and you can get up to 7 each day for completing the task.
Wow.
If you get 10 spins, that's a guaranteed Terizla Hammer Giant
Wow.
skin.
What a sweet treat
Exactly.
for all of you guys. As Jay is now falling low. Do they have the execute though? They're not gonna pop it. I think it's on cooldown right now, as ONIC PH will again survive
Yeah.
another potential death. And Wise is just farming. Look at him. He is now at level 5.
Yep.
Meanwhile, for JP, only
the-
level 4.
And now they know, because of the Mountain Chakra usage, they know that JP is taking this buff, although they cannot stop it. Looking at JP, he doesn't have the mana for this because he doesn't have the purple buff. And that's a problem. That's always have been a problem for the Gushan.
It is like the
worst.
The Ling of Season 3.
That is right. That is right. If you take away the purple buff,
And then
you're
you're fine.
done.
Yeah, you're
But
done.
then again, back in MPL Season 3, you have 2 purple buffs.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And you
Make
can
that
steal
the
that
Ling
away.
of Season 4, maybe. But meanwhile, thought about talking Season 4 because they're going to have team fight here in the mid as Lore will finish off Greed. And of course, Kilowash is the only one left behind as ONIC PH will pummel 2 heroes, stomping them to the ground. ONIC is now getting, the turtle.
Ooh. I was gonna say earlier that the goal isn't that massive when it comes to the economy, but the fact is, it's not equally spread for Aura PH. For ONIC PH, they went in and took advantage of their little lead, of the little economic lead that they had, take it against Aura PH, and then take the turtle. Now they're leading by a lot.
And there you go. That's the first
That's what I
strike
want.
for Aura PH. That's what they want. The ejector combo, the stun, the Gushan damage, and now Greed is requesting for a pause. So here we go. A counter kill for Aura PH.
You gotta have.
What can they make out of this?
Well, definitely they can secure their buffs. That's one thing, secure their farm. Although they have already secured their own buffs. Maybe they can look for other places to get the farm. And the fact is, Farsa being dead means that you can push at
Ooh.
least a lane, because that is Feathered Airstrike that's not available. Maybe they're not feeling that confident because Iaknu and Dilar can just collapse in the mid lane and just destroy their plans. But maybe in this game, they can at least. However, the problem I have with this Gushan is that it is paired up with a Roger. At this point, their power spikes do not match in a way that they cannot take advantage of kills because they cannot push. Can you imagine a Roger, under-farmed Roger, and an under-farmed Gushan pushing your lanes? Definitely not.
Yeah,
yet.
you can't really get the towers there early. Maybe a Roger can, but a Gushan can't. And that's
Exactly.
the problem with the Gushan. If you get delayed by just like a minute, or if you get killed, man, especially if you're up against pros, man, they will know that you don't have any damage.
Yes.
And they will just fight you head on. They will just gangster you.
Yeah. And if you have played enough, you'll know. And also, by the way, you can press that button in the on the top of your screen and look at the attributes, right?
Yeah.
That's also one indication for you to know if they have
Gushan,
enough damage or enough. But I think pro players rely more on the feels.
Yeah. And this is the problem because Gushan builds sometimes you build a sustained type of magic damage, or sometimes you build burst. And you always prefer burst so that you can get online early, right?
Oh,
so,
no.
Oh, okay.
Little bit of a misplay from Wise.
Okay, so Reflexia with the steal there as Greed will pay off. Will pay for his life, I mean, just to get the purple. And Jay is fighting too. There you go, Reflexia
So
and company.
tanky.
Yep, JP, there you go. No damage whatsoever, even though he has the orange buff. Yaknu, oh my Venus, just chasing him. The mounting
no,
shot into
Pilar!
the floor. Oh my
Mr.
glove.
Flawless.
Mr. Flawless with the flawless flank from behind. JP, another death.
Oh, look at the Yakno actually fighting it. He actually survives even through the execute of Kiluash.
Yeah, man, but look at this. JP's under farm. Only
That
2K.
is right.
And
That's a heavy out farm actually. Now Kiluash is in trouble. This triangle offense from ONIC Peach.
Man.
We can see this many times, and it's wonderful to see.
this is what you call the ONIC magic,
The
bro.
ONIC magic indeed.
The magic triangle in the edges of the map. But JP actually, there you go. Slowly but surely. Still actually okay because he has the Calamity Reaper now with 5
Oh
minutes.
no, KLVJ found by the Mountain Shocker. And this is what I like about Wise, the way he uses the Mountain Shocker as the Use engine.
MS, yeah.
He always uses it to get into that moment where they can scout out their opponents, not when it comes to team fights.
It's all about the vision here for
Exactly.
Wise. He will proc the passive, going in with the Bloods. Kiluash with the Dragon Tail out. So back to what I'm saying, man. Probably because of the mystery shop, JP is having no problems here, right? So he still has the Calamity Reaper, so he can probably dish out a good amount of damage against Oh My Venus and Wise. But man, ONIC PH, they're everywhere in the map.
They are indeed everywhere. They're stopping Aura PH to their tracks. They have mastered this. They have prepared against Aura PH, and it's giving a lot for ONIC PH. Now look at this. Even Iyakno is hiding in that spot when Wise is farming.
Yeah,
That's how you know that they are so well coordinated.
And now they know JP will pop the proc of the ultimate. That is I'm Offended ultimate as well for Iyakno to cancel out JP. And now Aura PH, okay, just backing off. ONIC PH will just fake it out and they will disengage. No?
Venus hurts.
With the pokes. Okay.
You don't. I mean, Aura PH, they gave away the Farsa with this type of lineup. That's also one thing that we have to take note. Maybe the mistake from Aura PH is to give out the Farsa because it's giving them so much problems right now with Raflesha.
Oh my god. What are we seeing? Wolf. What are we
ONIC.
seeing? ONIC PH. They did the research. They worked night and day, worked hard. Cancelled out all of the TikTok videos. Cancelled out all of the content
That's right.
just to get this lead. Huge lead right now for ONIC PH with a mega kill. That is Jackson coming in from Reflexia. Jay is now at half health. Here comes the Black Dragon. Knock up coming in. No more damage whatsoever for the side of Aura. Glory for the ball, Cotton Inferno. Venus, flying without wings, putting in a lot of damage, and Wise freely taking a freebie tower in the top lane. ONIC PH just owning Aura PH right now.
ONIC is on a different level right now, man. It's just 8 minutes in. And look at us saying that this might drag on, saying that it will be close. But ONIC PH says, no. I like this replay, by the way, Jeanette instant replay. Before that play happened, when KLVJ decided to go in, when ONIC PH actually, they dispersed the moment they saw that the Shadow Blades were out, because they know that the only way for them to die is if they clump up together in that space. But ONIC PH says, oi, the Gushan went out and they just dispersed. And there's all of a sudden no damage from RPH.
No way, Jose. Man,
This is amazing display from ONIC PH.
amazing display, and look at this.
ONIC Magic.
ONIC Magic, Wise is now at 67,000 gold.
Oh,
They're now
Venus.
chasing Greed though. Oh, Welcome back to the club, Greed, says ONIC PH. That is the championship Natalia there, man, but ONIC PH, they bred all of the tricks.
Exactly. ONIC PH.
In the book.
They have woken up from their past nightmares, right?
Oh my god.
Both the Natalia as well as the Ling, they were the nightmares of ONIC PH from before.
And the playbook is not working. I'm a minute side coming in from Iyaktu. That is of course set. A monster kill from Thor. Reed will just run away, but Iyaktu will be the one falling down for ONIC PH. JP as well. Let's see what can the king KLBJ put in to this game. 3-12 is the score. Wow, ONIC PH. I can't believe my eyes here, Wolf. I can't believe my eyes.
Oh, you and me both, man. I did not think that ONIC PH will be this strong right now, but they are looking like they are so prepared against Aura PH. And Greed is just gonna cut the waves out at this moment because that's the only thing that I can do. That's actually big, but Jay already knows this. Jay,
this is
just gonna be able to shove this lane, and if you look at ONIC PH, that's the first turret that they will ever lose in this game.
ONIC PH walking back to memory lane. This is the reason that they
no.
lost the championship last season.
Oh no!
But the blades, it did not proc. But okay, Wise actually will go down as JP and company will back off. Jay is now falling low as well. The king chasing, scratching, bouncing, everything, crawling back to love. Iyaktu also falling low. Oh no! Aura fire is now burning. Here comes the dragon form, catching two. Rapnesha from behind, pops the ejector, but he will not catch the queen as Lar is the main target here. KLBJ from the back. Rapnesha, another proc of the ejector. JP and company, they're here. They're setting up for the Lord. 3 heroes are now down for ONIC PH. It's still not over.
It's still not
Shadow
over.
Blade Slaughter. That is, of course, the proc, the kills, shut down the king, the young king, KLBJ with 4-0-1. It's not over till it's over.
It's not over, Jay!
But, okay, Jay. There you
Okay.
go. Nice shield coming in from Rapnesha. KLBJ and company. Greed is here for the silence. And there you go. It's now,
oh my god.
it's now at peace. Both of the teams will just disengage. But Aura PH coming back from a massive economy deficit.
Man. JP, man, this is probably the reason why they had a go signal to pick up this Gusion, because he plays this well. And if you think about it, even in the late game, even when you're down, just hit the good set of items, land your combo, you'll get the kill onto anybody. I would say that ONIC PH, that was definitely a mistake on their part that they were separated from each other, because no matter what happens, if you're looking at Aura PH, they have a lineup with 3 executes.
Yeah.
There is a kill potential no matter what.
So ONIC PH, they need to be careful with their positioning there.
That's
because
right.
I think Greed set up a trap there.
Exactly.
They were too greedy for Greed.
Exactly.
And they don't want to like make the mistake once again of Greed defeating them with this Natalia.
100%. Looking at this, I'm not sure if this is the best decision. You have to be careful, man. If you're ONIC PH, Greed is actually in here. It's gonna be a problem. Refresh is here as well. They will have to reset now.
What is the setup?
Oh no, the
Wise!
combo!
Oh no, from behind! Wise falling low, but he will use the traces to get out. Reed is down. 35 seconds. Here comes Killua spinning. The dragon pops the dragon tail. KLBJ and Reflesha JP. He is here. Who is the main target? Shadow Blade coming in. That is Wise, of course. That is, of course, Sword Spike. Incandescence out. But, of course, the Queen with the last hit. And the only one remaining will be Reflesha. ONIC PH getting 4 heroes and probably will secure this Lord.
Oh, definitely, they have Dilar. That was a very nice play from Aura PH, I would say. Their combo, they have Natalia, they have the unstoppable force that's a stun into a silence so that you will be able to control one. But look at this, Refresher trying to survive.
He can't.
He
do
just
this.
can't. Or can he?
Can he though?
Can he?
Doesn't
No.
have the damage. Oh my, he tried his best.
Tried his best.
But all I can say is that ONIC
the replay.
magic is real. Yeah.
So that was a good start. Unfortunately, we have a king, we have a queen. Let's not sleep on the king's lair. Iyaktu is here, and he actually made a great play to stop the other members of RPH from running away, because RPH, they are already all in when they wanted to go for the kill on Wise, and they were successful in doing so. But because they were all in, they were easily punished by the Kings there.
Yeah.
This is a Ruby. A Ruby is a great hero to punish all-in type of strategies.
Definitely, man. The I'm offended setup,
Exactly.
which I think ONIC already has a master of. As, you know what? You can't really all-in the Yishun Chin, especially if he has the Traceless.
Exactly.
Because it has a anti-crowd control. So now, ONIC PH,
Oh,
can they
Yakno.
finish the game though? Yakno here, KBJ is falling low. He's the only one. Lord though, look at that. He is now inside the base, but the Lord, it's still alive. Aura PH, can they finish it? Oh no, it's still not over though.